All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and as always, we're going to be diving into the markets, and we are seeing Bitcoin absolutely surging. But when you look at some of the altcoins in this market, over the 7 days, especially, we're not looking the best. I mean, a lot of things have taken a hit, but why is this happening? And why should you potentially be looking to scoop up some of these dips as that liquidity could trickle down? People are trying to front run this ETF approval. When people make that capital, they're going to be then putting it into the smaller plays. So we're going to go over some of the altcoins across multiple sectors of the market. Now, we're all gaming here, so you know that, but we're going to go over some higher caps. We're going to go over some mid and low caps. We're going to go over some GambleFi tokens, as well as some things you can look forward to in the market over the next couple of weeks. So without further ado, let's jump in the game. As always, guys, be sure drop down and hit that like button every single day, every single week. We are here providing you all the latest news and alpha in the crypto gaming markets. We're trying to hit that 100K subscriber mark, so like and subscribe down below. And as always, shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. We have 𝗨𝗙, Vulcan Forged, Ultra, Dreams Quest, XCAD Network, and Owned.gg. Some top tier sponsors here on In the Game, and we're more than happy to partner up with all of our sponsors and some really quality projects there in that mix of sponsors. So let's go ahead and jump into the market. If we look at the 7-day chart here, we saw this weird scam wick, and this was obviously a buy situation. Like we said it on a show last week, when this type of thing happens, that's when you potentially load more. Like we saw fake news dip the market, okay? And when that happens, you should be potentially loading up a little more altcoins. And that's what, the smart money did. That's what, people loaded up more Bitcoin. But some of those altcoins have kind of taken a hit because the money has been so focused on Bitcoin. Now, I tweeted this last night, and it's true. You have two options here in this market at this moment in time. If you're a bull on altcoins and gaming, and if you think that that money is going to go from Bitcoin down into these lower plays, lower market cap plays, the altcoins, etc., you have two options, the blue or the red pill. You can sell your gaming positions like a noob, or you can accumulate more gaming positions on the dip like a real Chad. So, in my opinion, I think it's the time for accumulation because we've seen this play out time and time again. When we see big money come through Bitcoin like it is right now, that money will go down into altcoins. It is just a tale as old as time that comes through every single time. So what I'm looking at in this market is those gaming altcoins that have been bleeding, those gaming altcoins that I still deem to be pretty low market cap. And even though on the day, right, there's some altcoins that are doing well. We have big time bouncing back. Lit Labs is doing good. We see stuff like Wombat is still in the green on the day. So some of the stuff is coming out of the red, but there are tons of tokens still either right around that red or green mark or still in the red over the 24 hours or the 7 days. So we're going to isolate some of those plays. And also, word of wisdom, because this is never something that you should like. I think we see it across the market. You'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it on anyone's altcoin streams or anyone's YouTube streams. People will say that they're concerned because a token has already done this amount of X's. But you should be more concerned about the market caps. And I'm going to be honest, that's what we isolate here on In the Game. That's how we take advantage of a lot of these altcoins that we deem undervalued, is the market cap is so low. The market cap is undervalued versus competitive products. And how do we judge that, right? You have a gaming blockchain, and then you have a major L1, L2. If that L2 is like the big project is a 6 billion market cap, and you see a nice upcoming project at 100 mil, there's a lot of upside there. So that's kind of how we pick through these, projects and figure out which ones we deem undervalued. Always find a competitor, see what its market value is, and then go from there. Because first and foremost, like one good example we've shown a few times on the stream is Senate, and Senate's taken a hit from 28 cents down to 16 cents. This is a buy situation. Like, it's a $16 million market cap. It's the governance token over the Cidus ecosystem. Cidus, they have a mobile game out there right now called Zenna. You can hop into. Their main experience is developing day by day. They have multiple games in this ecosystem, a big war chest to develop with. The Cidus pad is on the way. And the comparative project to this is Star Atlas Polis token, which is over $100 million market cap. And also the other token in this ecosystem is much higher on market cap as well. So that's how we kind of judge the disparity between projects here, which ones are worth getting into and which aren't. So never let something scare you away because you feel like it's gotten away from you. More so, look at the market caps and say, you know, does this have the growth potential to reach whatever your goal is in this market? So that's kind of just a word to the wise there. And on your investment thesis, you should be so focused on market cap and sentiment behind these projects. It is so important, right? Because you can jump in and you can farm your Senate for 30% as well on top of that, right? That was a little update I had to share here. Some of their pools, you can get 30% APR on your Senate tokens, and then you can probably bank on those to appreciate over time heading into this full-blown next cycle. So just a little investment thesis there for me is I focus on market caps. I don't focus on anything else other than market caps and where the attention is. This is an attention economy, right? Like, the game we play right now is so much hype and attention in these markets. So whoever has the ball in their court, they're going to do well. So some of the projects I think are good DCAs today. Ronin, if you look at the monthly chart, it got all the way up here to about $2.10. It's dipped to $1.80. And let's be realistic, like right now, it's the most active gaming chain. Like, I think IMX is going to be like probably the king of the gaming blockchains when it's all said and done. I think Beam is absolutely crushing it. But right now, Ronin is, you know, kind of the king of the space. They have Axie, they have pixels, the user counts and the transactions speak for itself. So Ronin, I do think to be a very, very good DCA to stack here. If you feel like you missed this run up, it's giving you an opportunity to get in there, as well as Echelon Prime. Like, we've isolated this one as a fantastic buy, and down from 1150 to 850. This one, I think this is well oversold, and I think people are taking profits. People aren't seeing what's around the corner in this ecosystem, and that's the intersection of AI and gaming. It's parallel colony. This is going to really break the gaming space. I could totally see last year, 2023, the parallel card game won the game of the year. I think parallel colony could come through the door this year and be the game of the year. Like, I really do. I think that this type of a game with AI integrated into it at the core could really sweep the space. So that's another one that I'm really looking at. Honeyland's giving you a great opportunity. Another one that got up, if we see here, to 33 cents. It's taken another 33% dip here. And I was on a space with the 𝗙𝗎𝗘𝗚 this last week on Twitter. We were talking about mom games. So the mom meta, something that anyone can pick up, play on your phone, understand, takes 5 minutes. And that's exactly what Honeyland is. That's exactly what Heroes of Myria is. That's exactly what potentially WAGMI Games is, right? So these quick and easy game loops that don't really require you anything of the knowledge of blockchain, but just hop in and just play and have fun a few times a day. That's exactly what Honeyland is. And when Solana comes back, Solana's been dipping a little bit. Solana is going to prop back up. I can guarantee you that. This narrative is not done with in the slightest. And I could totally see Honeyland taking a huge leg up. They also have their gamified airdrop. So if you are on your phone, if you are playing Honeyland, for example, you will be able to jump in there and get an airdrop in Honeyland potentially for just playing the game, right? So it's on the App Store right now, the regular App Store, by the way. We're not talking about, the test flight. They have gotten it through the door. It is on the App Store. Go try it out, and you might qualify for that gamified airdrop. So a little bit of alpha there. Another one I would be adding to my positions is Altura, $40 million market cap. And the achievements that they made this year, first of all, their product is so well-rounded. It's a complete SDK for games to integrate NFTs. They joined up with MetaMask and Unity on the Unity solution, so that was huge. They got exchange listings people have been waiting for: Bitmart, BitGet, CoinW, Mexi. They have 6 new mainnet chains: Base, Telos, Kronos, Homeverse, Arbitrum, Polygon, ZKEVM, pardon me. Unity verified solution. They partnered up with Neo Tokyo, Games GG, Blockchain Game Alliance. So, you know, the things that Altura is doing is very impressive, and they are still under the radar. I think that this is still a very low market cap and something you could potentially ride up and get a good DCA in at this moment in time. Another one, this is presenting an opportunity, is playable games. So we got in much lower than, you know, where let's look at this monthly chart here. So the monthly chart, you know, it's taken a hit. And if you look at the yearly chart, it's really crushed it, right? But this thing got up to 1 cent. It's almost a 40% dip since its recent all-time high. It went from a 50 million market cap down to 29 million market cap just because it ran up so quickly and people are taking profits. I think that this is a really good buy today, to be completely honest with you, at this market cap. Like, it's all about market caps. When something runs up that high, there is inevitably going to be sell pressure, but now it's back below a $30 million circulating market cap. And in the ecosystem, it's thriving. They're selling nodes day by day. And the Nexus game, their game is called Nexus here on Epic Game Store. It's now in play to earn stages. You can jump in, you can earn the token every single day just by playing this game. And the game's solid. Like, I've jumped in, I've tried it out. Like, I really enjoy it. So I do think that playable games, whether you're getting in on the nodes or the token, it could be a good time to make a DCA. Same with Myria. And the reason I think Myria, okay, like, look, a lot of people give Myria slack because of the fact that a lot of the games on their platform aren't live yet. But let me tell you, this dip, first of all, it's a very healthy dip. And this is the same with playable games. It ran up so fast that people are inevitably going to take profits. Node owners are going to take profits for some of those tokens they've been holding for quite a while to try to ROI on their investment. But one thing I think people sleep on with Myria, 360 Cricket by the Cricket legend. Now, I'm not a cricket aficionado. I live in the United States, for Christ's sake, okay? I cannot tell you that I know a lot about cricket. So TLDR there. But at the same time, 𝗂𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗄𝗏, you can look him up online. He is one of the most notorious, popular cricket players ever. And his cricket game, his branded product, is coming straight to the Myria platform. He's the official partner of the Myria 360 Cricket game. So as you see here, his game focuses on story-focused living. By simply playing, gamers can get unique NFTs representing fragments of my life and my cricket journey. We were able to do this thanks to Myria's seamless gaming solution. So this is where I see, like, every little platform needs their main hit, their mainstream hit. And with 𝗂𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗄𝗏's pull in the cricket community, I could totally see this getting tons of player base, tons of eyes on it. Like, genuinely, like I said, I'm not some cricket expert, but I know the market. And I know that cricket is huge in certain sectors of the world. And I think that this could really be Myria's mainstream hit underneath their umbrella. Now let's shift from a little bit of gaming. Well, actually, let's stay on gaming, and I'll come back to the GambleFi niche. So let's start with a couple of individual games. I think that still Shrapnel is a great DCA. Once this comes out, it's going to have that run that we've been looking for, the big time-esque, the parallel-esque run. And I think that's inevitable. So I'm going to stay on my stance here. I'm still in my position. And that's the thing, guys. If I come on the show, I will tell you if I've taken profits on something. I will tell you if I've exited something. That's the beauty of this channel on In the Game. We are truly playing the game together. That's what it's all about. So I am still in my Shrapnel position. I haven't sold a single coin. I'm in from 13 cents, and I'm going to ride this thing up because I know there's no unlocks until April. And between then and now, there is going to be a game launch. This game will launch. The sentiment will come through the door. It's going to have that viral social media Web3 moment where people are playing it. They're having fun. People are FOMOing into the token. People want to play the game. And that's when this is going to have a heavy run up. Another one that's been beaten over the head on price action. You know, we see it got up here to 0.0017, and now it's fighting that 0.001 level, and that's Katana Inu. So $23 million market cap. And, you know, a lot of people see the Inu and they'll always say, well, nothing but a meme coin. But that could not be further from the truth. The game, first and foremost, looks fantastic. As you see here, they are integrating with Avalanche, so proudly presenting the breathtaking in-game character of 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗏 in Katana Inu, taking fighting on the 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗏 chain. Immerse yourself in the world of fierce red scale dragon, symbol of raw power and dominance, with gaming on 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗏. So you can see the visuals are truly stunning. Like, let me see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Full screen. Like, the visuals here are actually amazing. And I have to say, if you've seen the gameplay footage, it looks fantastic as well. I'm going to try to get with their team and see if I can jump in the game. Like, the one thing I haven't done is play it, but I've seen the visuals. I've seen their partnerships as well. As you see here, 𝗏𝗏𝗃 has been one of the hottest altcoins in the market for months at this point. And they just partnered up with 𝗏𝗏𝗘 Play. So their game will be over there on 𝗏𝗏𝗘 Play. I believe they're partnered up with Scale. They're on Matic. They're partnered up with a lot of different games across the ecosystem. So I'm really impressed for what this team has done, given the fact that, you know, they're very under the radar. Like, you can, and as you see here, there's 60 player battle royales, there's rewards, customization, collectibles. It has everything that you need underneath its umbrella. And then partnering up with 𝗏𝗏𝗃, a lively community where everyone's sentiment is kind of focused on at the moment. It just adds conviction for me on Katana Inu at this point in time. And then last but not least, I think 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃 is another one. I think 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 is getting a little oversold here. It got up to 13 cents. They're doing their node sale now, and the nodes, you have to hold a certain amount to run them on the back end. So there's buy pressure there. And at the same time, once this game goes live fully, I think that people will be very impressed. I've seen what 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 are building behind the scenes, and I got to say, I'm very impressed myself, and I'm excited for people to kind of see what's to come with the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 ecosystem. So on the gaming side, I'm looking at Ronin, Echelon Prime, Honeyland, Altura, Playable, Myria, nope, not dubs yet. Hey, that's on the gamble section. We did jump forward a little bit here. Shrapnel, Katana Inu, and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Those are the ones I'm looking at today. And honestly, let me find it here on the watch list, because there was one more that I like today, and it is Decimated. Decimated is kind of getting decimated. It's down 14% over the 24 hours. I think it's a great buy opportunity. $19 million market cap. That's another one I would add to this list of buys today, is Decimated. And honestly, if you're looking for an entry on 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃, it's down 15% for the day. 26 million market cap. We just talked about 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 with Katana Inu, so that's something to look for. When something take these big dips, it gives you a slight opportunity if you have conviction to make those moves. Let's move over to the GambleFi sector. First and foremost, I agree with this guy on the side here. Sausage, whatever. Dubs, everyone fading will be sorry. I agree here. The pumponomics on this token are fantastic. There's no VC money. The diluted market cap and circulating are matching up. And this one, once again, common theme here. These tokens are oversold because everyone wants a piece of Bitcoin for the ETF news. And when you look here, this thing got up to $7. It's $3.95 now. There's no reason for that. Once they start announcing the Web3 partners, the games that are going to be doing wagers on the Dubs platform, people are going to rush back into this token and see that this is the esports play underneath the Web3 gaming token umbrella. So my conviction couldn't be higher here. There's like 75 games, guys, coming to the Dubs network and the Dubs product. I just don't see how this is not an inevitable winner in this cycle. So I love Dubs. And speaking of winner, we all know I'm very bullish on Winner Protocol. They're on Solana. They're on Arbitrum. They've hit so many milestones this last year. Safe to say, like, their user count is growing. They're about to add sports betting to the platform. And as you see here on the way is the layer 3, the fastest on-chain RNG, 0.1s bets, and more. You can do leverage trading. You can do futures. You can do casino games. Soon you can go on there and bet sports. So that's something that has me really excited. And Winter's going to keep porting chains. And if they go over to AVAX next, I'm telling you right now, AVAX does not have a solidified casino play. There's competition on ARB. There's competition on Solana. But if they go over to Avalanche, they will have the casino market on Avalanche at their fingertips. So that's my hope. I hope they do that. I think then they're going to really run some of the key chains as far as degens with ARB, Sol, and AVAX. Another one, Kaneko. This one's been a great buy the dip. I mean, ever since we called it out, it dipped here from $1. Okay, hang on. First dip it took was 84 cents down to 67. If you bought that up, you then saw it go from $1.32 to $1.04, back up to $1.54, down to 98 cents, up to $1.63, down to 99 cents, back up to $1.42. Now it's back at $1. This has been a tremendous swing trade. If you've been kind of getting in and out of this thing, the liquidity is coming in and it's coming in hot. I think that Kaneko is probably going to take another leg up here in the market, another GambleFi play. One that I really like. And this is one I play on myself. I do my sports betting here. I love their platform. It caters to my needs, and that's Based Games. This is based.bet. Once again, they have everything you want in a pillar casino play. They have slots, poker, live casino. They have the sports betting. They have futures where you can go and leverage trade. They have VIP. They have staking for rakebacks. Based has everything I'm looking for, and the community on this project is one of the best in the GambleFi Twitter sphere. The amount of sentiment on this thing is very heavy. So I love Based, and at a 14 mil market cap, fully diluted. This thing's fully diluted. So when you look at those metrics, I think this has so much upside. I'm loving what I'm seeing with Based. And then last but not least, on the tokens that I like today is Virtue Poker. I got some alpha that they're about to start running some major poker tournaments with some major NFT projects. You didn't hear it from me, but you did. Just remember that. 5 mil market cap here for a project that's solely focused on the poker market. The poker market is huge. I think that this one does have a run left in it. And when they start doing these poker tournaments, their user counts are growing. I just see VPP being a really good play in this market at this point in time. And as always, not every opportunity presents itself today. There are some upcoming opportunities that I want to make you aware of. Number one is Myria. Myria is going to have the center of attention on it later this month. If you're on Twitter, you've seen it. The huge focus is about to be on Myria game launch and the upcoming TGE and airdrop campaigns. They've been crafting this launch for perfection for years, and it's almost here. These metrics are super impressive. The wait list, the daily active users, monthly active users, average playtime, the retention, the battles. You can go ahead and get this beta on the app stores right now, and then you move over, and they just announced their airdrop program. So if you own land, even if you didn't stake the land, you're able to get an airdrop here. That's huge. That's incentivization to the fullest. Every landowner is going to get a reward there. So that's something that I truly love. The airdrop meta has been huge, and they asserted themselves right into that category. We see here Age of Dino. I talked about this one last week. The AOD token will be airdropped out to the holders of the Age of Dino. Spark C from the Wolves DAO here has a really good tweet. 5K people tuned in for the whitelist, but what's the whitelist? Their mint is an auction with bids from 0.2 to 0.59. But the whitelist allows you to bid 10 minutes earlier. If 4,000 people max bid, then that means 5,000 people wanted a chance to buy 10 minutes earlier, which only has value if they were to max bid. He said it feels like it's on track to insta sellout at 0.59 ETH. And I think that's going to happen. Age of Dino looks fantastic. It's on Xterio, which is also who incubated Overworld. Overworld's MNCT token and pre-sale is on the way. This one right here, like TLDR, there's no gameplay for this thing. My face is crazy with this thing on my screen right now. It's lighting me up all different colors. I see that. But this is run like the NFTs. There's no gameplay even out there right now, which is wild to me. But the hype on this thing cannot be ignored. I think that MNCT, if you can get in on the pre-sale or you have an NFT and you get that airdrop, that's going to be a huge play to have in your bags. And then last but not least on the upcoming stuff is AOF So Army of Tactics, 500,000 players and counting. This is now on iOS and Android. You can literally jump into this thing right now. Like for me, the mobile markets are just where it is at the moment in time with Honeyland, with Mavia, with AOF Like you can jump into these products so quickly and get acclimated. There's tutorials. It teaches you how to play. You build your own army, own your assets, and engage in real-time duels to win coins and rewards to ascend to unrivaled strength. And then Army of Fortune is the flagship game of the ecosystem. This one's not even out yet, and they already have a game with 500,000 players. Army of Fortune is due to launch as a genre-defining real-time deck-building game exclusively for mobile. So the fortune keys are out there right now. They're like 0.4 Ethereum. Those will get you an airdrop to their token, and the token goes live here in Q1. So keep your eyes out on that. And I have to give a shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. Vulcan Forged, one of my biggest holdings, one of my favorite projects in the space. We were DCAing between that $2.70 and $3 range consistently. They're making huge moves recently. Vulcan enters the biggest VR game store. So Tartarus is now on the Meta Quest store. This is a VR experience built by Vulcan Forged. On top of that, I didn't even know of this one. This one right here looks amazing. Rebel Racers. AAA doesn't even capture the quality of this. This is the first CGI NFT game. This looks fantastic. Let me full screen this thing. Like CGI powered graphics. That's going to be a huge step, I think, for Vulcan and their games. You can see here the different cars, the different builds, the details, the sponsors, the Ferrari logos there. Like the environments look fantastic. This is just another step forward for Vulcan. And a lot of people have always said that they need to step up the quality of their games. Well, if you would have asked Jamie that, he would have said, I was fully aware that we need to step up the quality. And these are the type of games that are coming to build on Vulcan and on the Elysium chain. So super bullish on what they're doing over there at Vulcan Forged. A quick note on Ultra. They released their December 2023 highlights. They unveiled Project Citadel, their first-person shooter, which looks amazing. Like, it honestly looks better than most of the stuff that's been hyped for a long time, I have to say. We launched the first ever digital tradable game. So you can trade a game with another player on the Ultra platform. Every game on Ultra is now officially tokenized. So they think of special in-game bonuses, rare items, and Ultra exclusive content. First leaderboard on Ultra Arena was a huge success, awarding prizes up to $2,000. They revealed initial findings from their survey from 2,000 gamers to understand the challenges in PC gaming landscape. They joined Neo Tokyo. They did an AMA the other day. It was absolutely amazing. And they just reached 100,000 on X. So a lot of cool things that Ultra is doing. If you haven't signed up to Ultra, go down below, try it out. Get ready for Project Citadel. Buy and trade a game. Go check out the unique marketplace. Jump into the tournaments. There's so much to do there. Link in the description down below for Ultra. And then last but not least, Dreams Quest. Dreams Quest has been building like crazy in this market. They have funding to get this thing across the line. The game quality is getting better over time. And at the same time, they just came out with a new update showing that their game mechanics with the elixirs, each new elixir recipe will give you a chance to craft new powerful elixirs. Now, those look appealing. You have the Life Force Resonance, and the Power Elixir. So go check this out on their Twitter, Dreams Quest NFT. And that's it for today's show, guys. Be sure to drop down, hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know what's happening in this market in your eyes. Like I see this as a next leg up for Bitcoin. And at the beginning of this rally, it took a second for the back when we were down in the 20s. It took a second for the money to hit gaming, but when the money hit the gaming coins, we saw a huge ascension in this market. I think this is going to be nothing different. We're teetering around that 47,000 mark here as I'm recording this. So hopefully when this goes live for you guys, we're well above 47K, and maybe some of these alts start moving to the upside. But guys, like the video, subscribe. My next video is going to be my predictions for Web3 gaming in 2024. We'll see what I'm right on, and we'll see what I'm wrong on at the end of this year. But guys, I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. As always, play well, my friends.